Hey everyone, today I'm going to chrome delete the window trim on this car and go from this to this. For this project I used a heat gun as well as some pre-cut vinyl from eBay. I also have this knife, a squeegee, microfiber cloth, and some spray alcohol. First we unroll the vinyl and let it sit out for a few hours until it's perfectly flat. Here are the instructions that this wrap came with for reference. With the car cleaned up, I sprayed some alcohol on this microfiber cloth and wiped down the areas which will be applying the vinyl. Next, took the vinyl piece that's pre-cut and then laid it on. The cut of the vinyl was decent. I was able to get a bit of overage on both sides, apply the trim just like this, wiping it down my finger. Then I took the heat gun and aimed it at the trim. I used a low setting and did a wave pattern over the vinyl. It did conform to the trim. I then used my fingernail as well as a squeegee to tuck the vinyl right behind the trim. And then I continued tucking the vinyl following the trim line. With a mix of using the heat gun, tucking the trim, reusing it, squeegeeing it down, the trim ended up like this on this piece. Continued onward by wiping down this piece of the window trim. Took the next piece of pre-cut vinyl. Laid it down following the top edge of the window trim and used my finger as a squeegee to roll it down. And starting on one side, used my finger once again to conform the vinyl. Then slowly, section by section, use a bit of the heat gun, use your finger or a squeegee to conform it to the shape of the window trim, then hit the next section and rinse and repeat this part. In some places I'd encounter a bubble, like over here. I could pull up the vinyl just a bit, but be careful to not pull it too hard because otherwise it does change the shape of the vinyl. So this small section to the right is done. I'm going to keep continuing onward to the left. Here the window curves upwards, so I'm using a little bit of heat once again. And I'm using my finger once again as a squeegee to push it down and to the left. There will still be some vinyl to tuck, so I'm going to hit it with the heat gun once again and run my fingernail or some sort of other tool to just make it conform to the bottom of the window trim. After that first major pass, the trim is looking like this. We have to wrap over the corner. What I did is I hit it with some heat, made the vinyl conform to this corner, and then used a knife to just cut off the excess. The pre-cut vinyl also came with the front door vinyl as well, so over here we have a mirror cutout. I'm just going to take this for the correct door, pull this off. Lay it down once again, following the top edge of the window trim. It is pre-cut to go around the mirror, which is amazing. Here I'm continuing to align that top edge, and then squeegee it down once I have the right placement. Continue conforming the vinyl from the top down, just follow the door line. And continue the process of heating the vinyl and then tucking it right under. And here is how we're looking at this point. And now for the top section, which is the longest section of this. Just getting the piece that lines up. And for this one, on applying it, I'm actually centering it on this top trim because I'm going to need to tuck it at the top and at the bottom as well. It's going to need to conform on both sides. This trim is curvy, and I'm still conforming this without applying heat so far. And now I'm starting to tuck the trim using my fingernail, going from one side to the next. Continuing onward here, still following the curve of the door, still following that top edge from right to left. And now I still have this loose bottom edge. I'm going to run my finger on it first and then hit it with some heat to try to get it to conform even more to this trim and shrink it a bit. Here we go. Hit it with the heat gun on this end. Then run my finger to continue conforming that trim. And after all that work, the chrome trim is now black trim. Leave a like, comment, and I hope this video helped you out. Thank you very much for watching.